It's a time is there.
Notice
Notices on the website. There was a public notice also published in newspapers. Meeting is there and all. So some defense is there.
We sent it to the shareholders as
Board meeting. Those were the shareholders which have been sent. All the notices have been sent to them. Last 2 weeks, this jumble has happened. That's why
Khushi, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll send you a message. So whoever is joining this have a
Yes.
it's a record.
Ganesh.
building, yeah. So he'll
Individual share.
गणेश प्रोग्राम किया है
अभी जो लेटेस्ट है वो चेक कीजिए
मैंने लेटेस्ट का वो बनाया था ना शेड्यूलिंग पैटर्न
और उसमें अपनी इंडिविजुअल का नाम लिखा होगा
Share. We just
चलन नहीं उठाया ना बात किया नहीं उठा रहा है इसको कौन सा राहुल साहू नहीं आपका संबंध नहीं ये इसके राहुल साहू इसके एलआईसी के
Hello, Ashish sir. How are you?
I think chairman has not heard it.
Hello, Ashish sir. Good morning and good morning, Arun.
Morning, sir.
Mr. Bhavuna, you can hear us? He is not able to. Mr. Bhavuna, can you hear us?
Mr. Chairman,
Good
can
morning,
you hear us?
Arunji.
Can you hear us, sir?
Sir, I think you are not able to hear us.
Yes.
While we are able to hear you, I don't think you are able to hear us.
Now I can. Yeah, there was some unmute thing that had.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Fine, sir. Fine.
I'm still struggling with the technology, as you all know.
Hi, this is Tanapriya here from NCDEX.
We couldn't hear you.
Hi,
Yeah, no, I
just
was
joined
struggling with technology, and despite all of Hemanji's efforts in the technology committee meetings, I'm still as bad as I was.
Yes. Once the chairman says that you have to send it, you have to email it to the scrutinizer. Okay? Okay. ये बंदा ज्वाइन कर लो इंडस स्ट्रेटजी
Lalit is the secretary of
PNB. Sorry,
एनएससी
Tata is not.
इसे ज्वाइन किया
हाँ.
Do we have the quorum? Maybe just around 5.
एनएससी किया
Now, what is it?
हो रहा है ना बट इंडिया एनसी
If it was
Sudhir,
beyond 1,000
LIC
shareholders,
and
it's a little high.
Canada Bank में phone में उठा.
So we have 5 of them. Build India, PNB, LIC, NSC, and one individual.
Open Bank is
Sudhir Chairman is
Not so.
individual. Indus strategy वाला join कर रहा है.
Yes, Mr. Rahul Sahu.
He's from LIC.
अच्छा, yes.
Canada Bank, they are not picking up.
Canada Bank.
Canada Bank. Gaurav.
PNB?
PNB.
So LIC built PNB, NSC, and one individual.
Anyway, it's not yet 11:30, so.
NABARD and Indus, they will join in sometime.
That is Krishna as the president.
Have we reached quorum, Hoshiji?
Yes, sir. We have the quorum.
Okay.
So we can still wait for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll wait for the scheduled hour before starting.
Yes.
And is it raining in Mumbai now, or?
On and off, sir.
But
No,
the
sir.
monsoons have arrived, haven't they? Because there have been some conflicting reports here in the press.
It has been raining last 2-3 days, so.
Very good. Hopefully the weather has improved. So
Yeah.
Sir, it is 11:30.
all right, then if we have reached quorum, I think we can start. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ashish Pahugna, Chairman of the Board and a Public Interest Director in NCDEX. And in accordance with Article 98 of the Articles of Association of the Exchange, being the Chairman of the Board, I occupy the chair and I will conduct the proceedings of this EGM. Let me extend a warm welcome to all the members, directors, auditors, and other dignitaries to this 18th EGM. This is being held through video conference stroke other audiovisual means in line with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The notice of the EGM was emailed to the members of the exchange and others on the 18th of May 2024 as per regulatory requirements. The proceedings of the EGM would be recorded and would also be made available on the website of the exchange. Now, with the permission, may I introduce the directors present at the EGM. I am, in addition to being the chairman of the board, also the chairman of the audit committee, and I'm also a member of the NRC, and here I'm also representing the chairman of the NRC, Mr. R. Amalur Pavanathan, who's unable to join us today because of exigent circumstances. Mr. Hemant Adarkar, he's a member of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee, is attending on behalf of Mr. P.K. Malhotra, the chairman of that committee. And of course, we have Mr. Arun Raste, the managing director and CEO of the exchange. All of us are present here at the EGM to answer any of your queries. And we'll be assisted in this regard by the other members of the management. The other directors have not been able to attend the meeting. Sorry? Oh, yes. Sorry. I have just spotted, I'm extremely sorry. I've spotted Mr. Sanjeev Rohilla, who's a non-independent director representing NABARD on the board of NCDEX. Welcome to you as well, sir. The other directors, sorry?
I just joined, sir. I joined a bit late.
Yeah. So welcome. I don't think there are any other directors, whether independent or non-independent.
No.
So, and they have not been able to attend the meeting due to their preoccupation with other matters. We have a large number of members present, or their authorized representatives present in the EGM through video conferencing. If the numbers are sufficiently low, Hoshiji, may I request the members or their authorized representatives to kindly introduce themselves and the organizations they are representing?
Yes, sir. We can request them to introduce themselves and the organizations they represent.
Please. So please let's start. I mean, let the ladies. Let's commence with the ladies. I can spot a couple of ladies here. Please, ma'am. Yes.
Hi. Good morning, all. This is Divyanshi this side from MSC.
Welcome, Divyanshi ji. All right. Anybody else?
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Rahul Sahu from LIC of India.
Good morning. Welcome, Mr. Rao Sahu.
Good morning, everybody. This is Vivek Tandon joining from IFCO.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This is Kodan Raman Ganesh from Build India Capital Advisors. And hello to everybody.
Hello. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. This is
Kumar from Canara Bank.
Good morning. Yes.
Good morning. This is Manish Chaturvedi from Indus Strategy.
Good morning, Mr. Chaturvedi.
Good morning. Bhupendra Chopra from PNB.
Good morning. Yes. I think we are still one or two windows.
Morning, sir. Avinash here from NCDEX.
Right. Good morning, Avinash. Right. So if
Sudhir Chirania, individual, sir.
Individual.
Right. Excellent. Good morning. So may I now request the statutory and secretarial auditors to kindly introduce themselves, please?
Myself.
We seem to have lost you.
Lalit, can you please repeat?
Mr. Parmar, can you hear us?
Sir, he was present. I have seen, and he is representing our statutory auditors.
Yeah. And the secretarial auditors, are they present?
Morning, Chairman, sir, and the Board of Directors. I am Uma Shankar Hegde, representing Secretary Auditor Rani Choksi and Company. I am attending from the NCDEX Board. Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. Hegde. So now it's past 11:30 a.m. and the necessary quorum is present. So I hereby declare the EGM open. Members may recall that SEBI, via its letter dated 23rd of May 2019, had directed the exchange to freeze voting rights and restrict entitlement to any other corporate benefits, including dividend over and above 5% of the paid up capital of the exchange, in respect of two members, that is IFCO and Oman India Joint Investment Fund, till compliance with these SECC regulations 2018, or a period of 9 months from May the 5th, 2019. Thereafter, SEBI-wide various letters extended the timelines for compliance with the shareholding requirements as per SECC regulations 2018 till the 31st of December 2024 for both OIJIF as well as IFCO. Accordingly, in order to give effect to the direction of SEBI, the exchange will conduct voting at the EGM through poll. The exchange has appointed Messrs. U. Hegde and Associates, practicing company secretary, as the scrutinizer to conduct the polling process. And Mr. Hegde had just, in fact, introduced himself. In terms of Article 105 of the Articles of Association of the Exchange, the chairman of the meeting is required to appoint 2 scrutinizers to scrutinize the votes cast in the poll and to submit the report thereon. Of the 2 scrutinizers appointed under this article, one has to be a member, not being an officer or employee of the company, present at the meeting, provided that such a member is available and willing to be so appointed. So, in order to ensure 2 scrutinizers for the poll process, I request one of the members present to give their consent to act as a scrutinizer along with Messrs. U. Hegde and Associates. Any one of the members present here may kindly give his or her consent for the same now. I don't see any hands raised. So, since none of the members have agreed to act as a scrutinizer, the report of the scrutinizer will be signed by Messrs. U. Hegde and Associates only, and the same shall be noted in the minutes of this meeting. So, with the permission of the members, may I take the notice of the EGM as read?
Yes, please.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope all of you have received the poll paper sent on your registered email IDs. The members may also note that the aforesaid MCA circulars also state that in case the counting of votes requires time, the said meeting can be adjourned and called later to declare the results. Hence, I request all the members and their authorized representatives to send their votes on the poll papers to the scrutinizer immediately after the agenda item listed in the notice has been taken up. This will enable the scrutinizer to declare results quickly and will also enable us to complete the meeting without adjournment. I would now take up the only item as stated in the notice of EGM. And that is to offer and issue 1,89,76,358 equity shares of face value of rupees 10 only at a premium of rupees 150 and 60 paise per share only by way of preferential issue and private placement pursuant to section 62 clause 1 subclause C and 42 of the Companies Act 2013. Now, with the permission of the members, may we take the resolution at item number 1 is read? Yes?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Right. So, the agenda is for seeking the approval of the members to offer and issue 1,89,76,358 equity shares of the face value of rupees 10 only at a premium of rupees 150 and 60 paise per share by way of preferential issue or private placement. Although the details of this agenda item are well covered in the notice and explanatory statement of the notice, I'd like to give some background for this resolution. And after which I would request the CFO, Mr. Atul Rungta, to also supplement what I've had to say. So the objects of the proposed preferential offer are to meet the regulatory net worth requirements of the exchange and the clearing corporation, and for general corporate purposes, including capital expenditure and working capital, and funding of subsidiaries as and when required. The board of directors of the exchange at the meeting held on the 10th of May 2024 had, subject to the receipt of consent of the members of the company, approved fundraising by way of offer and issue of 1,89,76,358 equity shares of face value of rupees 10 only at a premium of rupees 150 and 60 paise only, aggregating to rupees 304 crores 76 lakhs 3,095 only through preferential issue private placement. The names of the proposed allottees, the number of shares proposed to be allotted to them, and the percentage of post-allotment shareholding that may be held by them are as follows. So at serial number 1 is the National Stock Exchange of India, and the number of shares and the percentage of post-allotment share holding that may be held by them would amount to 1 crore 4 lakhs 47,900 in respect of NSE, which will make up their total post-offer capital at 15%. For the LIC, it's the same number of shares and the same percentage of post-offer capital, that's 15%. And so is it for NABARD, the same number of shares, and that will also amount to the same percentage, that is 15% of post-capital offer. In respect of the Punjab National Bank, it is proposed to offer 66 lakhs 17,000 shares to them, making up a post-offer share capital of 9.50%. And similarly, in respect of Canara Bank, the same number of shares, that is 66 lakh 70,000, are proposed to be offered, which will make up their post-offer share capital at 9.50%. Now, this share capital percentage that I have mentioned will only be realized after the, if the shares are fully subscribed, and that is post-subscription of all the shares as has been projected. Now, in case that one of the institutions fails to take up their shares or the proposed number of shares, the percentage would vary accordingly. So these shareholders, all 5, are national level institutions who have been supporting the exchange since its early days, and it's our belief that they would be in a position to consider subscribing to the offer and issue of shares on preferential basis. May I now request Mr. Atul Rumta, who is the CFO, to supplement what I have said, so that any other information that the members might choose to have, or any clarifications that they might, or any doubts that they may be having in their minds, can be put at rest. So, Mr. Rumta, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, as the chairman of the board mentioned, that the process that we followed for the preferential issue of shares has been based on an approval by the board of the exchange, where they approved the offer of these 1.89 crore shares to the identified shareholders, which he mentioned already. What we propose to do, and post this approval that was done initially in November 23, we had the valuation done of the shares of NCDEX. And when we talk about the shares of NCDEX, it is basically a valuation of NCDEX and its group subsidiaries. So we have 3 major subsidiaries: NCCL, which is the clearing corporation; NERL, which is the e-repository; and NEML, which is basically a spot market for agri and other commodities. So the valuation that has been done is that of NCDEX, along with these 3 subsidiaries. And also, we have separately valued the investments made by the exchange in its associates. So we have made investments in three associates, which is PXIL, which is a power exchange that has been started by NSC and NCDEX along with other power companies. REMS, which is a platform which was created as a 50-50 joint venture between NEML, which is our subsidiary, and the government of Karnataka. So it's a 50-50 JV. And another subsidiary that has, associate that has been recently formed by NEML called MMCM. So in terms of the methodology for valuation, we had appointed EY, Ernst & Young, who are a reputed agency for carrying out this valuation. And the methodology that they followed is a DCF methodology for the NCDEX and its subsidiaries. And then on top of that, they valued the value of shares in associates, which is PXIL, REMS, and MMCM. So the total valuation of 813.6 crore includes about 570 crore of NCDEX and its subsidiaries, and about 244 crore as the value of our stake in the power exchange and other associate companies. So that's how they've done this. Just to give you some sense of the other sort of valuation parameters, the book value of NCDEX shares is about 78 rupees, and in terms of value, that is about 392 crores. So that's the book value of the NCDEX shares. And we've made investments in these three subsidiaries amounting to about 263 crores. So of the 570 crore valuation, roughly 263 crore is actually the book value of our investments in NCCL, NERL, and NEML. And this 570 includes these three subsidiaries plus NCDEX. So that's how the valuation has been done. We believe it's a fair valuation, given that this includes not just NCDEX but all its subsidiaries and its stake in all its associates. So given that, we believe that E&Y has done a fair valuation of these shares. And the chairman already spoke about how these net proceeds will be utilized. Primarily, it is for three purposes. One is to meet the regulatory net worth. So as the members may know, both the stock exchange as well as the clearing corporation are required to maintain a minimum net worth of 100 crore at all times. So while the net worth of both the exchange and the clearing corp is above that, but we would like to supplement that to give strength to the balance sheets of both the clearing corporation and the stock exchange. And then the other two reasons is funding of the subsidiaries to provide them growth capital as and when needed, especially for NEML, and for general corporate purposes, including capital expenditure and working capital. Both, in fact, all our businesses are, very dependent on technology, and we keep having to make investments in technology across all our group companies. So that's one of the sort of key purposes of the fundraising that we are doing. So, yes, sir. So that's all from me. If there's anything else, any other queries, we are happy to answer.
Thank you, Mr. Rumta. So, members, I mean, if any of you seek more information or want some additional clarifications, you are free to ask for the same right now. And if there are none, then maybe we can put this resolution to vote as a special resolution. May I request one of you to act as a proposer, please?
Can I have some discussion on this?
Please go ahead.
Sir, out of the 300 crore odd amount that you're going to raise, how much is, allocated? How much of this amount has been allocated for subsidiaries?
No, there is not been any allocation as such as of now. This is just an offer. Now, this offer has to be accepted by these institutions, these 5 institutions. Some of them may take up this offer, some may not. So it all depends upon what kind of money that we get in. And like Mr. Runta has said, the first criteria will be to meet at, the minimum liquidity requirements. That is a must. Because without that, the exchange and the entire ecosystem will not exist. So first and foremost, we will have to top up the liquidity amount, depending upon how our liquidity position is at that stage. Because even this offer, by the time it's accepted and goes through, it'll take a little bit of time. After that, it depends. Like Mr. Runta said, there are a lot of technology requirements. There have been a lot of regulatory directives from SEBI asking us to enhance the capacities of our technology, so which all cost a lot of money. So it all depends upon that. We'll have to take a call on this finally when we have a better idea of what the amount is. But maybe Arunji, if you would like to come in at this stage and supplement what I've said.
No, sir. What you mentioned is exactly what we intend doing. First, the regulatory requirement needs to be fulfilled. Post that, if there are any allocations are required, we will do. But most of it will go into technology. And if at all we have to put some money into NCCL, that will be a second thing. And after that, only in other subsidiaries. Because NCCL also will have to maintain the liquidity levels. So these two will be the first priority. And this will be more in terms of regulatory requirements than anything else.
But CFO mentioned that both NCCL and NCDEX are having 100 crore plus of net worth. So what is the gap? For the gap you are estimating that?
No. What is happening is, you are aware, sir, that we have been having, it's been difficult going over the past few years. First it was COVID, and then after that there has been a suspension by the government on trading in certain commodities, and that is so we have not been able to recover to the extent that we would have liked to. So we are making losses at the moment, and as the CFO had pointed out, we are presently liquid. We fulfill all the statutory norms, but we cannot assume things on behalf of the government, though we are quite hopeful that the ban on derivatives trading is likely to be lifted. But unless that happens, we have to make provisions for any eventualities. You have, like it is said, you have to hope for the best, but you have to prepare for the worst. So as of now, we are well above the statutory requirements, which is of 100 crores in both NCDEX as well as NCCL. But it remains to be seen how it depends upon the kind of businesses we do, what the volumes are, what the turnover is, what is the kind of how the profit and loss statement looks like at that point of time. So it's difficult to give a very clear number at this stage. Okay, are there any other queries or observations or comments maybe? All right, it seems there are none. So if everybody agrees, may I now put this resolution to vote as a special resolution, and I'd ask for proposers, please. A proposer and a seconder, please. We need someone.
I can propose it.
Please, thank you so much.
Manish Chaturvedi.
Yes, of course, Manish.
And if he can second it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So members may now kindly cast their vote in the poll paper emailed on their registered email ID, right? And once they have cast their votes, I would request all the members to email their filled in and signed poll paper to Mr. Umashankar Hegde at his email address, which is umashankar.hegde@gmail.com. And those of you who have been attending the AGMs and all for a while would have probably learned that by heart by now, his email address, because Mr. Hegde has been assisting us for a while now.
From our side, it is available.
Sorry?
From our side, it is available.
Sir, you're not clearly audible, sir. Mr.
From our side, it is already sent to Mr. Umashankar Hegde.
All right. Thank you. I believe somebody else also was wanting to speak.
Sir, on behalf of the bank, sir, we are against the agenda proposed.
Okay. No, when you say you are against the agenda, are you saying that you are against the proposal, or are you saying that you will not be accepting the offer?
Right, sir. We are not accepting the offer, sir.
So you're not against the agenda, you're not accepting the offer, is what you say.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
Okay.
Send the vote.
Mr. Chopra.
All right. Yes, Mr. Chopra, you were saying something?
Yes, sir. Presently, we do not have any mandate for investment or subscription for proposed preference allotment. However, we are okay with the raise of funds by a company from other investor, existing investor, to meet funds.
Thank you, but maybe I would still request you to take it up before your board and see whether you are whether your board has a view on this or not. But thank you for your comments in any case.
Kindly minutize this. Okay.
Yes, certainly. We'll minute both the comments from you as well as from Canara Bank. I think probably the scrutinizers will take a few minutes before coming up with their before declaring the vote count and the result. Till that time, may I request Mr. Arun Raste, MD, to brief the members present, generally brief them about the present business environment and how NCDEX is faring in this regard.
Sure, sir.
I have one point. If I
yes, Manishji, before Arunji starts, Manishji, please. Yes.
Yeah. So it's generally like this is a preferential offer to the identified shareholders. Like few of the shareholders may accept it, may not accept it. So will there be opportunity for some other shareholders to participate in this? This is just my question.
In fact, Manishji, this is precisely the question I had for the management. So thank you for asking that. You see, what we are trying to do is to because since the agenda has a very limited and specific purpose, so in this meeting we cannot agree to anything beyond what has been suggested in the agenda. But if there are people who are interested, entities which are interested in taking up more shares at this particular value, there are two ways to do it. I mean, one is, of course, you can also ask for a preferential issue, and this will have to be considered by the management. The other and probably simpler way of doing it is that two of our major shareholders, that is IFCO and OIGIF, they have been asked by the regulator, and they've been the regulator has been asking them for quite a while now. But the regulator has also been granting them extensions for this. They have been asked to dilute their shareholdings. So they have a lot of shares at their disposal. So both options can be exercised. I think But the easier
there is
option,
a
like I said,
difference.
is
But
sorry.
there is a difference if we are subscribing to the offer which is issued by the company. It's a support to the company and
Correct,
uh,
correct,
right,
absolutely.
right,
No,
right. So there is
I
a
agree with you entirely. You see, as far as the company is concerned, we would require we would always welcome additional money, additional investment. So, which is what your point is. Uh, as far as the investor is concerned, I mean, now it depends whether he just wants a share or he wants to also help in, raising the capital of the company. And like I said, it probably may be easier for him to take it from IFCO or OIGF. But if you all let us know, then we can certainly have a look at it. And if there is merit, and I personally think there's a lot of merit in this proposal, we can come back to the EGM, the shareholders, and take this proposal forward.
right, right. In fact,
So
I have
yeah.
requested in past for a meeting with the management, but I have not got any reply. So
Okay.
since I've got the opportunity today to speak
No,
out,
certainly.
management is
No.
here to listen.
Yeah. So MD and CFO may please, note and please discuss with not only him. There may be other people who express their willingness to to invest in the company. So if you can reach out to them, and it will be hopefully for the mutual benefit of all parties. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Hoshi ji, before I ask Arun ji to just give us a brief, just let us know as and when the counting is complete and the results are ready to be declared. Please intervene and let us know. All right.
Yes.
Till then,
Surely.
Arun ji, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. So, for the benefit of members, 2 or 3 new developments have taken place in last month and a half. The first is the regulator has allowed options in agri trade. So far, options were allowed in equities. Now they have also allowed in agri commodities. The first commodity for which we have got SEBI approval just last week for guar, the guar seed. And we intend to launch this particular product sometime early in July. This is the first time that we are allowed to do options, and we'll be doing it some marketing campaign and reaching out to all the stakeholders. That is a good sign for us as far as SEBI is concerned. Members may also be interested in knowing that are there any new products that exchange is looking at. Recently, SEBI has allowed 15 new commodities which can, Government of India has notified 15 new commodities that can be traded on future exchange, and SEBI has come out with a notification to that effect. And we are exploring at least 3 to 4 of them, including skim milk powder, eggs, and butter. And we are also actively looking at weather. I was in Delhi and I had a meeting with the Director General of IMD, and we are hopeful that we should be in a position to launch weather futures in this country. Because if you see internationally, snow futures are very common in Europe as well as USA. For us, it will be rain as well as temperature, these 2 futures indices that we are looking at in collaboration with IMD. We are also exploring possibility of launching carbon futures. Our proposal is with SEBI, but there is no clarity from the government to SEBI at this juncture because 3 different ministries are involved: power, environment, and agri. So once the standards are set by Government of India, SEBI will be in a position to approve our proposal. So we'll be launching carbon futures also. So what we intend doing is at least in this financial year, we should be looking at launching 3 to 4 new products, which we hope are not necessarily into hardcore agri commodities, but also looking at the future markets. We got into metal space last year or year before last with steel. Steel contract is doing okay. We are looking at exploring some other metals as we speak. We are doing a market study as such, and hopefully we should be coming with some developments in this regard also. The other thing which I thought I should mention here is one of our subsidiaries, NERL, which is a repository, has done record numbers in the month of May. Though MERL is also adversely affected because of the ban on commodities. We consciously started working on non-exchange business in our repository. And in the month of May, the non-exchange business did really well. And we have done some record numbers in May. So that was a very good sign for us that they're not only doing independent work, and they might break even probably by next month, or sorry, next year. So that's another development. As far as the other subsidiary is concerned, there was a long pending claim which we had lodged against insurance companies, our NCCL, the clearing corporation. With the case, we have won, and fortunately for us, we have got some money from insurance claim. So that increased the liquidity of NCCL for the present. It was about 14 odd crores that we won in the insurance case. That's all from the business end at this juncture as we speak.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Umashankar,
we have received 7 full papers.
Okay.
And all of them have voted in favor of the resolution.
So anybody else who is remaining to send the poll papers may kindly do it so that we can close the poll exercise, please. Maybe in the next 5 minutes or so.
Canara Bank and PNB.
No, so can you confirm that the members present
have they voted?
All their votes have come in or not? Because you know the numbers.
So Canara Bank and PNB are have not sent the poll paper.
Sudirji also.
Yeah, so Canara Bank and PNB both.
Yes.
Okay. So there are, well, you know, in a sense that both these entities have said that they are not really interested in taking up this issue. So that seems to me to be the reason why, though they could still vote. Am I correct? Both representatives of both banks, please, Mr. Chopra and.
So, sir, we can take them as abstaining from exercising their poll.
No, let's hear them out. I mean, if I can access them now. Can you hear us, please, representatives of Canara Bank and PNB?
Sir, can you repeat again, sir? What was that? Sorry.
No. We haven't received your poll papers.
Yeah, we are in the process only. Shortly, you will receive, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. And from PNB, Mr. Chopra, can you hear us? Mr. Chopra? Representative, yes, please. Have you submitted your poll papers, please?
Within 5 minutes, I will submit it to Umashankar's side, isn't it?
Yes.
Within 5 minutes, we will submit.
Please. Thank you very much. So, okay, Hemanji, may I request you? We have one of our directors present, Dr. Hemant Adarkar, who is chairman of SCOT, which is basically the technology committee. So maybe you would like to brief the members on the additional onerous responsibilities placed upon the exchange ecosystem by the new requirements from SEBI in respect of investment in technologies. You're on mute, sir. Hemanji. Hemanji, you're on. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah. Good afternoon. The regulator has last 2 years been getting more and more strict on cyber security, and also technical glitches. But while we have been trying to sort of through representations, through letters, through meetings with chairman of SCOT of SEBI, that trying to tell them that our exchange is much smaller compared to National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange, and also we don't have that kind of those many number of transactions. So there should be a sense of proportionality which should be applied to our exchange as far as technology is concerned. While the regulator says that we'll accept everything except the cyber security. So this is what they have been talking to us. The another issue is the recovery time objective. Suppose there is a technical glitch, the trading has to start within 45 minutes, and we have been able to keep our. Though we never had this kind of situation, but we have been able to have a recovery time objective of 40 minutes, 5 minutes less than the regulator has, made it compulsory. And, we also have shifted our, we had a data center which within our own building, we are now shifted to professionally managed, all our systems to professionally managed data center in Panvel. And we are the only exchange. I'm very happy to say that whose IT systems are, hosted on a professionally managed data center. While all non-core systems are already on the cloud, and we have been sort of working.
Hemanji, sorry if I may interrupt you for a short while. I'm extremely sorry for that. I would request representatives of both Canara Bank and Punjab National Bank that if you're uncomfortable, you can abstain from the resolution. That's not an issue at all, because we want at least the willing parties who have accepted for this offer to go through. So if you are not in a position to accept the resolution, I would request you to abstain if that is possible. That's just for your consideration, because like I was differentiating between your option, exercising your option of purchasing is one thing, and being commenting on the proposal itself is a different thing. So whatever you feel appropriate. So you're, for instance, you're always free to not exercise your option to buy, even if you support the resolution, or you can abstain or whatever. So I just thought I'll make that point because it seems to be taking a little bit of time. Sorry, Hemanji, you may carry on.
Yeah. So
and we'll give a couple of minutes more to both Canara Bank and PNB before we then close this issue. Right? Yeah, please, Hemanji.
Yeah. So we are the only exchange which has its core systems hosted in a professionally managed data center, and most of our non-core systems are already on the on cloud, which is like a gated community with common security. And so in terms of technology and cyber security resilience, etc., we have been also successful in the mock DR. We have been able to do trading purely from the disaster recovery side. So we have been able to, the technology team in NCDEX has been able to be on top of all the issues, as sort of specified by SEBI. Yeah, any questions on this? I'm ready to take that.
Okay, it seems there are none. Thank you, Dr. Adakar. May I request Uma Shankar Hegde and Associates to please declare the results if they are ready.
Sir, we have not received any poll papers from the Canara Bank and PNB. Based on the poll papers received, hereby declare that all the questions have been asked special resolution.
Okay. Thank you. The report of the scrutinizer will be made available, as I said in my opening remarks. It will be made available on the website of the exchange. And let me now thank all of you for participating in this meeting, having taken the time out. And I now, with your permission, declare this EGM closed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.